There are definitely times where it's like deja vu, like I can't believe I'm making this argument again to the judge. It's a different judge. That's the biggest game changer here.
That's Harvey Weinstein's attorney, Arthur Aidala, who's representing him in his New York criminal trial set to start Tuesday. Weinstein is expected to be retried on nearly the same charges that sentenced him to 23 years in prison in 2020.
She's excited for a fair trial. He's not going to have 12 jurors who are listening to chants outside the courthouse about Fry, Harvey's a guilty, Harvey's a rapist, all kinds of horrible things while the trial was going on. That's not going to happen.
The trial captivated the nation when the Oscar-winning producer was found guilty of third-degree rape and one count of criminal sexual act in the first degree. He was acquitted on 3 other counts.
It is a good example, and we need a good example for all the victims out there.
Now his retrial is coming nearly 8 years after over 80 women, including some celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow and Ashley Judd, accused him of a range of allegations in 2017, ultimately fueling the Me Too movement.
I came here today to see this through.
Although Aidala has already defended Weinstein, he says there will be challenges, the main one finding an impartial jury.
Jury selection is the key. If you don't get jurors who are willing to base their evidence on what they see on the witness stand, what they hear on the witness stand, but they're going to let all the other bad stuff they've heard about Harvey for the last 6 years it's been flood into their brain, then, it's like climbing Everest.
But how is a retrial even possible? That's because the New York Court of Appeals overturned Weinstein's conviction last year after they found in a 4-3 decision that Weinstein didn't get a fair trial. The court announcing in a statement that a decision to let women testify about allegations that were not part of the actual case, quote, portrayed the defendant in a highly prejudicial light. One thing that could be different this time around, hearing from Weinstein in his own words.
Will Harvey Weinstein take the stand?
He has always wanted to take the stand. And it's kind of defense attorney 101 that you try to do everything you can not to make that happen. Usually you try not to put your client on the stand, but Harvey definitely wants to testify. And it'll be a game time decision.
Which at a pretrial hearing in January didn't seem likely because Weinstein told the judge that he didn't think he'd live to see his retrial because of a series of health issues and what he's called improper care at Rikers, where he's been held since his conviction was overturned. NBC News previously reported that he was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia, an uncommon form of cancer of the bone marrow.
He himself said he was dying. I mean,
well, initially,
does he have months left to live?
So where we helped him was he wasn't getting the proper treatment, he wasn't getting the proper medicine, and by the squeaky wheel gets the grease, so we became very, very squeaky. And so he has been getting his medicine. He has been getting some of the treatment that he needs.
One thing is likely. Juries might be hearing from the women whose accusations put Weinstein in prison.
Some might say that this would be re-traumatizing to have to get up there, retell your story.
Well, that was not my decision to have them come back. That's the prosecutor's decision. The prosecutor could very easily say, one of the people who you mentioned, Harvey's done all the jail time. If he gets found not guilty of the other 2 people and only guilty of that one person, it's done. Time served. It's over. So the prosecutor's the one who's re-traumatizing her.
And we reached out to the Manhattan District Attorney on this case and a spokesperson telling NBC News that it would be, quote, inappropriate to comment on the eve of jury selection. And we should note that Weinstein was found guilty of rape in a separate case in Los Angeles in 2022 and sentenced to a 16-year prison sentence, although he is actively appealing that conviction. If those appeals fail, he'd likely have to start serving that time, Tom.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.